Mama don't bless. And even enemies when they cry to me, see Mama don't bless. I have seen the downfall of Satan.
Well, I've definitely seen the downfall of Satan. It's a very beautiful and wonderful Wednesday morning. Today's Wednesday, the 12th day of July 2023. Hope you all had a wonderful night rest. Hope you have slept and woken up. Well, that's for me the biggest miracle. The biggest miracle each day is sleeping and waking up. That's the greatest miracle, because there are people who actually slept but could not wake up. But the most important thing is the fact that we have slept. Oh my God.
I can't explain.
The things that God has done for us, believe me when I tell you that it is very, very difficult for us to explain. I cannot explain. My name is David Oji, and I must tell you that everything that God has done for me, it is difficult for me to explain. It's difficult for me to explain. Well, I hope you had a wonderful night rest. You're welcome to the Good Morning Enyimba show right here at the Enyimba 94.3 FM about. And of course, on the Good Morning Enyimba show, it promises to be totally exciting as we'll bring you up to speed on absolutely everything and anything happening in the world. We'll kick off with the wake up segment of the Good Morning Enyimba show, and the wake up segment of the Good Morning Enyimba show will actually run down to exactly 6:30. The news comes up at 6:30, and that will run us down, or that will usher us down to 7. We'll get to look at how, or we'll get to look at everything happening in the exciting world of sports on kickoff. And kickoff will be kicking off at exactly 7 a.m. Enyimba FC of Aba, they've crashed out of the Niger Super 8. And some, everything emanating from Europe, because pre-season games will be kicking off today as well. So you can actually expect your big teams, some of your favorite teams, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, the rest, all of them. Well, they're kicking off pre-season today. They will definitely be in action. That will take us down to 7:30. At 7:30, we'll get to look at how the newspapers are covering the biggest stories on a segment tagged From the Dailies. From the Dailies would actually terminate at 8. At 8 o'clock, we'll bring you Nigeria Today. Nigeria Today would actually run from 8 down to 8:30. Issues and Views comes up from 8:30 down to 10. At 10, immediately after news update, we'll hand over to DJ Paparazzi to serenade us a little bit. And after DJ Paparazzi is done serenading us, we'll now hand over to, we'll now continue with the remainder of the Good Morning Enyimba show. We'll have a light conversation, and that would actually be from the hours of 11 down to 12. At 12, Antiamara Maro Menelu Omenala Omenetiti Antiamara Geburo Cheabia at exactly 12, and you'll pilot the Igbo Bell from 12 down to 4. At exactly 4 p.m., Press the Sports Diva will be coming through with... Oh my God. Press the Sports Diva, I beg your pardon, will be coming through with the evening cruise. The evening cruise would actually run from 4 down to 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. our major news bulletin comes up once again. And after our major news bulletin at 5 p.m., we'll now hand over to Press the Sports Diva once again for the remainder of our daily proceedings. Sport friendly, all the sports fans, bring your A game on. But right now, let's go straight to the wake up segment of the Good Morning Enyimba show right here on Enyimba 94.3 FM Aba.
Waking you up every weekday morning.
You can do all to actually reach us via the phone line 0809-666-0943 or 0708-000-0918. You can also drop your comments on WhatsApp or WhatsApp phone number. Our WhatsApp phone number is 0809-666-0943. You can also drop your comments on Facebook. You can drop your comments on our Facebook live feed. I will definitely do justice to all the comments. Yes, we'll definitely do justice to all the comments there on Facebook and under our live Facebook. Well, for our Facebook fans, well, let's go. Amarinke says, good morning. Valentine Ohanime says, good morning, Enyimba family. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, I guess. Game to says, good morning. And Chuko de Michael says, good morning, Enyimba family. Once you drop your comment on that Facebook live feed, we'll definitely do justice to that. But right now, let's go straight to the phone line. Tell her good morning.
Good morning, Bedo Monwa.
Hey, Madam Stainless Intercontinental. Very, very important. Very, very important, Madam Stainless. You're welcome.
How about my coffee?
Yeah, she'll be here very soon.
Okay. Shapari, thank God for today, for being alive today. Wake up all my brothers and sisters and my friends. Everybody, every type of Enyimba. my brother Agami Peters, Ositamma, my brother Mayor, Joint Brothers Committee of Friends, Mampolo, Tennis Grandma, Kampala Nwekoma, my chairman, Wekeremo, MC Double, Achoke Trouble, Ike Macho Clothing to the Wall, Charity from Emenike Street, and her pastor, Wekerem Chakon, Wekeremo, Madnine Nana, Remandeka, Dedo Monwa, the engine room, Sisi Amara, Nukumadakow, Why Chineke Jagozi, Wekeremo, Miss Comfy, Precious, and Michael Oni, Wekeremo, Ndini Nege, Rema, Ndini Nege, Real, Ndini Nege, Enyimba, Ndini Love, Radio Station 9, Oyebuchi, my brother, the former Waye Nugu, Wekeremo Mebuka, Mama Biggie, Powell and Beya, Wekeremo Ezugo, my brother, the 7 of your Malay Nine, the Degema Nine, Chief Degema. Now, almost 1 year working, brother CC, I think about Jeremiah, Wekerem everybody.
All right.
Wake up and collect their money.
Very important. Thank you very much, Madam Stella, and do have yourself a very wonderful and awesome day.
Wake up!
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, hi. You're welcome.
Yeah, this is Amicable.
Hey, an amicable morning to you, amicable.
That's so. I want you to wake up for me. APU, Amamiri, Isielo, Autonomous Community. May you wake up for me, the chairman, which call Igbo in our Aba branch. Let him wake up this morning. I want you to wake up for me, Alice Oti. Let him wake up and walk the needful. Let him not be able to listen what will draw him back, and let him walk in right direction. I want you to wake up for me, my able presido. I call it Mwakaina. Let him wake up this morning, do the needful for their seat. I want you to wake up for me, all the people who is working for the right direction to make someone to be a normal from the system which they want to be afraid. Let them wake up this morning. Let them wake to make their duty to be in fantastic way. And I want you to wake up for me, all the Enyimba crews. Let them wake up this morning.
All right.
Have a blessed morning.
Have a blessed morning to you, and do have yourself a very wonderful and awesome day.
Wake up!
Today, the 12th of July, is also connoted as the International Day of Combating Sand and Dust Storms. Now, some of the most intimidating sights in nature are rolling dark clouds and sands of dust that engulf everything in the path, a phenomenon that turns day into night and wreaks havoc everywhere from northern China to sub-Saharan Africa. Now, sand and dust storms, which is also known as SDS, present a formidable and widespread challenge to achieving sustainable development in its economic, social, and environmental dimensions. Now, they have become a serious global concern in recent decades due to their significant impact on the environment, health, agriculture, of the Earth's natural biochemical cycles, but are also caused in part by human-induced drivers, including climate change and unsustainable land management and water use. So, today is International Day of Combating Sand and Dust Storms. And the beautiful thing about this is, sand and dust storms it doesn't really happen it doesn't really occur here in Nigeria. And that's the fascinating thing about that. Well, let's quickly go straight to WhatsApp and take some comments from WhatsApp. This one says, engine room. Good morning. Please wake up, Mommy 1010. Gloria Ifechuku, Mommy Stainless. Eze Nayo Okoye Papejima. Kano Wankwo. Kano Wankwo. And all Radio Fans Association. Chaco from Brass. Good, no bad. Money good. Oyoyo. Dunk on all my customers. And kids Enyimba of Aba. His Royal Majesty is Ikone and says use helicopter and wake them up. And that is coming from Comrade Elijah Dewa.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Good morning, the engine room. Hope you're having a good time with us, your fans. Of course, I am. This is Charles Harmony from United Streets of Abai. Thank God it's Wednesday. Wake up my beautiful, angelic, tontomic, and my mystic wife, Kate Harmony. Please, let the single breathe. Don't suffocate them. My children, Favor, David, Triumph, John, and Chidima. Wake up, Jenny Ugochi, and Tiama of Enyimba FM. Also, my friend, Chiwa Lom Nkume, and of course, Aichi White. Use trumpet to wake them up.
Wake up!
All right, this one says, good morning. Okay, Madam Stainless, you've already called it. This one says, good morning, Enyimba FM. I'm Evergreen from Powerline. I want you to wake up my children, Chukwemeka Jr. Ozochukwu and Ogomsi Nachi Ozochukwu. All my neighbors at 32 Igwebike Street. Gatuso from Powerline. Kampala Chaco from Brass. Good, no bad. Foreign, I don't come back again. Amara Anodi. And I say you should wake them up with trumpets.
Wake up!
For 2 days, someone was actually missing in action. MIA missing in action because she was a little bit under the weather. Good morning, Miss Paul. Welcome back.
David.
How are you doing this morning?
Very well, thank you. It's good to be back.
So what happened? Let's start from there. That you were MIE, missing in action.
I'm human, of course, so I'm likely to be affected by the weather. So yeah, that's it.
All right. It's nice having you here once again. But let's take some comments on Facebook. Okoro John says, good morning, David. Enyimba Oji. Oga John. Wake up, my mom. Justin Okoro Paul. Ogachi Debere. Ogachi, my favorite wife. My favorite wife. Oga John. Let the single breathe. Don't suffocate them. My favorite wife. My brothers and my sisters too. And it says, have a great day ahead, David Enyimba Oji. Love you. Samuel Jeremiah Oji says, good morning, my namesake. More grace. Yes, good morning to you and do have yourself a very wonderful and awesome day. Now, quickly taking some comments on Facebook. Wambo Prince says, good morning, David. Can you imagine that I woke up smiling and dancing this morning? My brother, I keep waking up like that. Anyways, help me wake up Kampala and wake up my Mrs. Margaret, my boss, Patience Anthony, and all the lovers of Enyimba FM. Please just wake them up with one bucket of water. Just one.
Wake up! Wake up!
Chimeze Wampa says, good morning, engine room. Please help me wake up my family and my friends and all the Enyimba FM fans. That is Chimeze from Obohio. Love you guys. We love you too. Good, no bad. Says, good morning, my man. Wake up, Nelson Jasper. John Africa, my point one. Ogacha Cole, Odinaka, Mr. English, and Bay Cement 10 with water. Amarinke says, good morning, the engine room. Help me wake up my family and my friends with trumpet. Akanet Dijeko says, good morning, David Oji. Help me wake up all my family members and those that have been praying for me for quick recovery. What God has started in your life will definitely perfect it in Jesus' name. Amen. Emmy Bright says, good morning, engine room. Please wake up Michael Oni. Okechukwu says, good morning, Enyimba FM. I want to use this medium to wake up my beloved mother, Mrs. Sprawlings, my lovely treasure, Miss Kelechi Eze. Onye teacher, Onye Nkuzi, you're always talking about this, your treasure. Let the single breathe. Don't suffocate them. And my lovely brother, Chief Godwin Nduka, my landlord, Mr. Carlo Johnson, and all my neighbors and colleagues at Sacred Heart Model Primary School, Aba. Lawrence Chubeza says, good morning, Enyimba FM. Please wake up the following people, my lovely family members, my friends, and all Enyimba FM fans, and wake them up with trumpet. That is coming from me, Chelsea Chairman. Chelsea Chairman is Chelsea. Still Chelsea. Big question.
Wake up! Wake up!
Victoria says, good morning, engine room. Please wake up all my family members. And Max Mero Okua says, good morning. And Max Mero Ndukwe, please wake up all my neighbors, my family members, and all the Enyimba FM fans all over the world. Princess Vera says, good morning, engine room. Please wake up my husband, Kampala Stanley. Auntie Amara, Chidalo Oil, Charity from Emenike Street, MC Double, Charcoal, good, no bad. Foreign, I don't come back again. Okay, and all the Enyimba FM fans. And for Valentine Ohanime says, good morning, Enyimba FM. Wake up Diamond and you deal with hot water and have a wonderful day. Ngozi Diana Rose says, good morning, engine room, Bobo. I like that. Please wake up all my family members, all the Woko Chaz, and wake up all the Enyimba FM fans, and wake up Kampala and wake up as well. I like it when you say wake up all the one cultures. I don't know that me, I'm also in one culture. Those that don't know. Comfort Francis says, good morning, Enyimba FM. Wake up my children and my mommy Rose Ayanele and all my friends and wake them up with cool water. Emmanuel Chinaya says, good morning, Dedo. Wake up my 3 brothers and 3 sisters. Press David Oji, your agent from Umode. Use holy water. Thank you very much, my agent. I beg you, find me club. What's the latest club now? Any this thing from Saudi Arabia, please.
Wake up!
We'll still have more comments on Facebook and we'll definitely do justice to that. But right now, let's go back to the phone lines.
Hello, good morning to you.
Miss Conti, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Original.
Hey, good morning, MC Double. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. This is MC Double, your favorite MC that is humble and I don't look for trouble. Please, I want you to wake up all my family members, wherever they are. Let them wake up and collect their money. Wake up my original chairman, Kampala and wake up. When I don't come back, won't you say from my son name too? Chaco from Brass, one next week. Dr. Taichi come as Rama. Miss English Street, King Joshua, Agri, Pastor Mike, Azubike of RCCG 38 Solution area. Mommy Glory Fechuku, Charity from Emenike, Amaka Nachi, Pastor Chide Giogo, and Bodimpa. They like with them one communication. Back in the way. Stanley 15 years, Fechuku will go from Umogela Avenue. Tell Chineke Mogula, Amara, Adibo, Adamaro Merelumano Menala, Kingdomite, Papejima. Wake up, height mature clothing to the world. You whiner. DJ Smart. The only DJ Nakwego.
All right. Thank you for that. Do have yourself a wonderful day. Hello, good morning to you.
Elegant, beauty, fine, confident Paul.
Good morning.
The angel of the morning.
Rishi.
Thank you.
Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning.
Hello, my big brother.
You're welcome. Is this my bishop?
Yes, this is the voice of Bishop.
You're welcome, my bishop.
I'm over here.
You're welcome, my bishop.
Yeah, my brother. Let me do my wake up. I want to begin the week with my big friend, Prophet Remy Waja. You work my big time man, Chief Okwakale Ibuilo, and his family. The Akana Igwe, one, Nizog, Iheme, work Ogandi and his family. The amount of piece of Port Harcourt Road for me, the man is doing wonderful, working well for me. You work all the members of Enyimba, cultural group of R&Ds known as Enyimba. Work them up for me because in a very short time we are beginning to go and celebrate our New Year's festival. R&Ds. You work Francis Okoro for me, Agu Demba, Christian Okafo, Levi Kanu, Trigidi. Work all my brother from diaspora. You work Webinar Udoye for me, Yukumbere Udoye, Udibes Udoye, Wanku Udoye, Gochuku Udoye, and George Udoye. Spell. Permit me also to wake the man of the people.
All right.
What?
All right.
Bishop, just round up because of time. You know, time is not our friend.
Okay. Let me wake up the kingdom of monkey goes by gang now. And no matter the week of elephant, you don't go fit cause earthquake. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Bishop, and keeping up.
Keep keeping up.
Exactly.
Keep keeping up.
Yes, thank you very much, Bishop. Do have yourself a very wonderful and awesome day.
Wake up!
All right, let's go back to Facebook right now and take some comment from the live feed on Facebook. Okay, Ngozi Diana Rose says, Clinton Max says, good morning, Enyimba FM family. Please wake up my beautiful wife, Chamaka, and my lovely family. It's my first time here. Thank you so much. Ngozi Diana Rose says, good morning. James A. Etebong says, good morning, Enyimba FM. Have a great day ahead. Hope Great says, good morning, Enyimba FM. Please use the trumpet to wake my lovely wife to say good morning to her from Lagos. Bliss Dory says, good morning. Please wake up my lovely husband, Chido, and all my neighbors. I love Enyimba FM. CYP Namchibuzo says, good morning, engine room. Please help me wake up, yes, Mr. Berry Chuku Joy and Mr. Lucky Newton Ezechi, and may God bless everything we'll touch today. Mark Mean says, good morning, engine room. Please, I want you to wake up my boss, Mazio China, the Don Dollars, and wake up August Salaski Digital World. Wake up my pastor, Pastor Samuel Wachuku, and his family with holy water. Cornerstone says, good morning, Enyimba FM. Cornerstone from Ago Road. Please wake up my lovely family and my friends.
Wake up! Wake up!
Well, looking at the time, this is where we'll actually wrap up on the wake up segment of the Good Morning Enyimba show. The news comes up at exactly 6:30, and we'll have a lot in stock for you, from Nigeria Today, issues and views. A lot in stock for you this beautiful and awesome Wednesday morning. Miss Confidence, final words. Let's pack and go.
All I can say is I'm happy to be alive, and it's good to be back. And don't take your health for granted, actually.
Don't forget, they say health is wealth. Do have yourself a very wonderful and awesome day, and keep listening to Enyimba 94.3 FM Aba. As I wake, I'll not let, in fact, nothing like negativity ever again. Take it away. My name is David Oji.
I won't let no negativity enter my head. Nothing fit to come between me and my daily bread. On my side is green when others they say it ain't red. Oil in my head. So screw me over, I go bounce back. This a winner man soundtrack. Never losing doesn't sound bad. Never pity, only congrats. Never easy, sir. Say my tank is on E. Everything they want, just like it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, they're my head, to the sole of my feet. Everything they want, just like it's supposed to be. As I wake up, I won't let no negativity enter my head. Nothing fit to come between me and my daily bread. On my side is green when others they say it ain't red. Oil in my head. Oh, as I wake up, I won't let no negativity enter my head. Nothing fit to come between me and my daily bread. On my side is green when others they say it ain't red. Oil in my head. All I do is win. I don't think anything can never go wrong. Bad and see bad, I could come out strong. Made many mistakes back when I was young. Was lost in the dark, now I see the sun. Whoa, any spell with them cast up on me. Told me road, the game is over. It's another day and I'm feeling lucky like a four-leaf clover. Never easy, sir. Say my tank is on E. Everything they want, just like it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, they're my head, to the sole of my feet. Everything they want,
FM 94.3 Aba.
In the great city of Aba, a city of great valor, industrious people go about their businesses but need to keep up with the daily happenings in the city, outside the city, and internationally. Wake up to the morning news by 6:30 a.m. Catch the news in Igbo, Akukowa by 3 p.m. and keep track with the daily happenings in and around the city on News Track by 5 p.m. We bring to you the news, fresh and comprehensive. Enyimba 94.3 FM, Aba, more than a radio.
This is Enyimba FM News on Enyimba 94.3 FM. Aba, good morning. Senate President constitutes 9 special standing committees. Governor Oti commiserates with Ariara market traders whose shops were gutted by fire. Abia State House of Assembly suspends plenary after rowdy session over principal officer's position. These and other stories plus entertainment, foreign and sports shortly. My name is Jane Ugochi Wosu. President Bola Tinubu is directing security agencies to fish out the masterminds of the cycle of killings in Plateau State. The president, who reaffirmed his government's strong determination to stamp out violent crimes and all forms of criminalities everywhere in Nigeria, said the perpetrators would feel the wrath of the law. According to a statement by his spokesperson, Dele Alake, President expressed sadness and grief over the latest round of violence and killings in Plateau State. He condemned in strong terms the killings in Magu local government area of Plateau State and parts of Benue State. Acting Controller General Wale Adeniyi of the Nigeria Customs Service has clarified that not all borders in the country have been reopened and a thorough review process is currently underway. He disclosed this to State House correspondent after meeting with President Bola Tinubu at the presidential villa. According to him, while selected strategic borders were reopened in 2022, a review process is currently underway to assess the objectives of the border closure. He said as part of efforts to enhance border security and regional integration, he plans to visit the Republic of Benin to engage in discussions with their customs administration.
And then PCL, it is not true that all Nigerian borders have been opened. The situation, the status quo ante still existing in the borders. If you remember that the borders were completely shut down 2018 up until 2021-22, when some selected strategic borders were reopened. That is still the situation as we speak, and this was why we had an ad hoc arrangement of a special unit coordinated by the Office of the NSA to enforce that border closure. But as we speak, about 5 of them have been reopened. 4 were initially reopened and 2 more were opened after that, and that is still the situation.
The Senate has resolved to probe oil subsidy and under-recovery regime operated by federal government till May 29, 2023. This is sequel to a motion sponsored by Enyimba Ndubeze, senator representing Imo North, on the need to investigate the controversial expenditure on premium motor spirit under the subsidy and under recovery regime by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL). In the motion, the Senate sought for living wage for workers as a way of cushioning the effects of subsidy removal and called for establishment of 3 functional refineries for local production and distribution of refined oil, with a view to bringing down the pump price from 540 naira per litre to between 300 to 350 naira per litre. Senator Ndubeze alleged that the expenses made on subsidy and under recovery by NNPCL during the period under review, particularly from January 2021 to June 2023, was 9.3 trillion naira and called for an investigation on the matter.
NNPCL, within the period of subsidy, a subsidy exit attempt, substituted the term subsidy with under recovery without any recourse to the National Assembly or supervision by any other arm of the government. The Senate observed that while NNPCL within 10 years, 2006 and 2015, claimed that about 170 billion as under recovery.
Senate President Godswill Akpabio has announced some standing committees, namely Appropriations, Public Accounts, Ethics and Public Petitions and Establishment. Akpabio, who spoke at today's plenary session, revealed that Senator Solomon Adiola would chair the Appropriations Committee, while Senator Ahmed Wadada is to chair the Public Accounts Committee. Akpabio named himself as chairman of the Selection Committee, saying the Deputy Senate President, Barau Jibrin, would be the deputy. He said all the 8 newly elected principal officers from both the majority and the minority caucuses of the Senate would serve as members of the panel.
Senator Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President, as chairman, and the other members are Senator Jibril Barau, the Deputy Senate President, as vice chairman. Committee on Rules and Business. This committee will have Senator Titus Tatgena Zam as chairman. Senator Yomi Kamarudin Olare will be the vice chairman. Committee on Ethics, Code of Conduct and Public Petitions. Distinguished Senator Okechukwu Ezea will be the chairman, and Distinguished Senator Khalid Ibrahim Mustafa will be the vice chairman. Committee on Public Accounts. Distinguished Senator Aliu Wadada Ahmed will be the chairman, and Distinguished Senator Onyeka Peter Mwebwe will be the vice chairman. Committee on National Security and Intelligence. Distinguished Senator Shehu Boba Omar will be the chairman, and Distinguished Senator Asukwo Ekpeyon will be the vice chairman.
House of Representatives is asking the Central Bank of Nigeria to stop the implementation of its directive that banks should add customers' social media handles as means of identification. This was the resolution of the House following a motion sponsored by 9 members. The House was worried that if the directive takes effect, Nigerians who are not on social media with large turnovers from their businesses and trades would be systematically excluded from formal banking systems. Meanwhile, the House said it would investigate the issue of excess charges and illegal deductions by commercial banks in the country. Oil operatives in the Joint Task Force Operation Delta Safe, in collaboration with Tantita Security Services, have set ablaze an intercepted massive vessel carrying barrels of stolen crude oil in Escravos area of Delta State. The vessel is allegedly owned by a Nigerian registered company and was headed to Cameroon with cargo on board when it was apprehended at an offshore location yesterday with the captain and crew members on board. According to the Executive Director of Operations and Technical at Tantita Security, Captain Warid Enison, and the commander of the Joint Task Force Operation Delta Safe, Rear Admiral Olusegun Ferreira. The oil cargo was illegally sourced from a well-jacketed offshore in Ondo State with no valid documentation at the time of the arrest.
Largely based on credible intelligence that this vessel MT Tura 2 was involved in theft of crude oil from an abandoned wellhead off the coast of Escravos, and the vessel was promptly arrested and brought to this location for all to see. I have here with me representatives from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, representatives of the pipeline security companies known as Tantita. I have my officers here from OPDS and other agencies.
On his part, Executive Director, Technical and Operations, Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited, Captain Uwaredi Enison, said the ship was arrested 10 years ago, but somehow it escaped and changed its name.
Since 2013 or so, that was when it first came into light. It's operated by a company called Holab Maritime Services, and it was brought into Nigerian waters as Ali Riza Bay, registered in Togo. At some point it was apprehended, and somehow, somewhere, it became mysterious. Somehow, we don't know how it got out, but anyway, the moment it got out, it has changed its name to Tura 2, but it changed its name in a very, very criminal manner, in the sense that it did not approach any official authority or government authority to change its name.
The discovery was the latest in the series of disturbing findings by the Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited, a security outfit owned by former militant leader Government Ekpemukpolo, aka Tompolo, and contracted by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. People's Democratic Party Governors Forum is calling on the federal government to tackle insecurity in the country. The PDP governors made the appeal in a communique issued after their meeting in Abuja. The communique was read by the forum's chairman, Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State. Mr. Mohammed said the governors at the meeting expressed their concerns on the deteriorating security situation in the country, especially the destruction of lives and properties in Plateau and Zamfara states, among others. He also called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the security agencies, and the federal government to be neutral in the off-season elections in Bayelsa, Kogi, and Imo states. Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Oti says gone are the days of making appointments just to create jobs for the boys. He stated this at the banquet hall of the Government House Umuahia during the swearing-in of the second batch of 2 additional commissioners into the State Executive Council. Dr. Oti, who noted that the 2 commissioners were well engaged in the European Union and General Electric Management in Netherlands, respectively, before their appointments, commended them for their show of love and sacrifices to the state and congratulated them for accepting to serve the state.
We still have one more to go, and that is the commissioner designate who is outside the country for medical reasons. I would like to thank the Solicitor General, and gone are the days of making appointments just to create jobs for the boys. Our appointments are to add value. So anywhere we see resources, we'll go for them, because there's no institution. I say that because every institution can only be as good as the people that are running the institution. So we are in a continuous search for the right people, and we ensure that the right people are placed in the places where they will deliver the best.
Responding on behalf of his colleague, the Commissioner of Power and Public Utilities, Engineer Ikechukwu Mande, thanked the governor for the opportunity given them to serve and pledged to do their best in the service of the state. There was a rowdy session on the floor of the Abia State House of Assembly over the position of the principal officers of the House. The Speaker of the Abia State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Emmanuel Emeruwa, suspended the plenary session over a dispute on the principal officers of the House. Trouble started when the Speaker recognized the member representing Arochukwu State constituency, Honorable Uchenna Okoro, as the majority leader of the House, an act which was disputed by members of the People's Democratic Party. Honorable Solomon Akblono, the member representing Obingwa East State constituency, raised a point of order and stated that the 8th Assembly does not have a majority leader and urged the Speaker to read a letter written to the House by the leadership of the PDP. It was gathered that all the members of the PDP stood up and urged the Speaker to read the letter. The bad condition of some of the federal and state roads in Aba have continued to be a cause of untold hardship to the people of Aba. The bad spot of the abandoned railway crossing, which cut across the tarred road, has become a nightmare, causing traffic gridlock. Our correspondent Esther Chima visited these spots and now reports.
Motorists and pedestrians in Aba have lamented the deplorable conditions of some of the roads in the city, which is the commercial hub of Abia State. Some of these roads belonging to both the federal and state governments, respectively, have been left in varying states of dereliction for a long time, and those recently given makeshift rehabilitation by the immediate past government have gone bad again with the coming of the rainy season. Particularly, the bad portion of the Aba-Owerri Road by railway crossing has become a recurrent nightmare for motorists who ply the road daily. Commercial transport operators and private individuals face untold hardship while negotiating through traffic gridlocks aggravated by the combination of the abandoned railway line that cuts across the tarred road and the deep gullies that make some sections of the road unmotorable. Drivers usually boycott these bad sections of the road by taking one way, which further causes gridlocks that last for several minutes. Some of the road users who spoke to Enyimba FM expressed fear that if nothing urgent is done to ameliorate the effects of the bad spots, the situation will worsen with increased rainfall.
My name is Mbam BC. What they will do for here is now to come and notify the road. They do anyhow they know they will just do the road, maybe they patch the road, make the road they okay for the people where they do transporter, like keke people, cyclist people. The problem when they cause when it's day here now, for you now to go from here to summer, no go take more than 30 minutes, but because of the hold up, we will stay here more than 1 hour. This fuel increase make us now, even though you carry passenger, we will begin to feel the pain. Say the fuel we're supposed to use go 2 times for summer, now I don't use them for the once. You never even reach where they go. Any day when rain fall, it go cause the hold up, it go entire Aba North and Aba South, all will be hold up. If you pass Okigwe Road, hold up. If you pass this side, the same hold up.
My name is Okechukwu Njoke, tricycle operator. This hold up is causing a lot of problem to us with tricycle operators because the little time that like if the road is free, in between 10-15 minutes you have reached park, but this hold up you stay here more than 1 hour or 30 minutes before, so it's disturbing. Anytime that they pour small concrete here, the road will move, but if rain fall 2-3 times, the thing that they pour rain will wash it out. When the thing wash out, everywhere will be tight, then the hold up will start.
My name is Chinedu. I'm a keke driver, of which this is my keke. So we used to follow under road because of the bad road, but if government can help us and walk the road, we will stop following under side of the road. It makes us not to meet up with our target for the day, especially we that is driving high purchase.
Aba-Owerri Abai on Habiam Road is one of the major entry points into Aba, which generates a lot of revenue for the state. And if nothing is done to fix the road, transportation services and commercial activities in the city will be seriously affected. Esther Chima reporting.
Many thanks, Esther, for that report. Now over to foreign news. Kenya's Ministry of Foreign Affairs says Iranian President Ibrahim Raizi's visit has been pushed to Wednesday to allow for the finalization of some unnamed bilateral agreements. President Raizi was scheduled to arrive in Kenya this morning, the first stop of an African tour that was supposed to take him to Uganda and Zimbabwe. It said after his arrival, Mr. Raizi would hold a meeting with his host, President William Ruto, to review and re-energize bilateral relations between the two countries. Earlier, the Kenyan presidency had said the president's visit had been rescheduled without giving reasons. Iran's embassy in Kenya is yet to issue a statement over the postponed visit. On entertainment, talented actor Olu Jacobs turned 81 years old on July 11, 2023, and his wife, Joke Silva, has taken to social media to celebrate him. In her Instagram post, the veteran actress made sure to remind her fans that today is Olu Jacobs' official birth date. According to her caption, the fans have been celebrating him since May. She posted a photograph of her husband. And in sports, former Super Eagles captain Kano Nwankwo has been appointed new chairman of Nigeria League champions Enyimba, while former Flying Eagles coach Sam Obu will lead another NPL side, Abia Warriors. The appointments were announced by the newly elected Abia State government headed by Governor Alex Otti. To end the news, a look at the main points again. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has announced some standing committees, namely Appropriations, Public Accounts, Ethics, and Public Petitions and Establishment. Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Otti has commiserated with traders at the popular Ariaria International Market, Aba, whose shops were gutted by fire on Saturday night through Sunday morning. There was a rowdy session on the floor of the Abia State House of Assembly over the position of principal officers of the House. The Speaker of the Abia State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Emmanuel Emerwa, suspended plenary session over a dispute on the principal officers of the House. For more stories, you can visit www.enyimbafm.com. To report events or news around you, please text or WhatsApp the number 0814-993-0596 or send an email to enyimbafmnews@gmail.com. This bulletin was produced and edited by Michael Oni. My name is Jane Gucci Unsu. Good morning.
Enyimba FM 94.3 Aba.
Hello, welcome to our special program on spiritual enlightenment and unfolding world events, brought to you by the Grow Movement Nigeria.
Today's topic is what we do for others, we do for ourselves. Hello. Many of us are familiar with the injunction to love our neighbors as ourselves, but we all know that this is easier said than done. The first difficulty arises from the concept of neighbor, especially in our culture in which kinship and bloodlines are paramount. As such, the concept of neighbor, which in this injunction includes all human beings who cross our path, becomes difficult to understand. Also, in the limited understanding of love which human beings more or less hold, loving all human beings, including enemies, has proved extremely problematic. It is difficult enough to conceive of loving those one does not know, not to speak of those one can more or less identify as enemies or as people who do not wish one well. Now, this is another area of life on earth to which the Grow message brings indispensable value as a source of spiritual enlightenment. From such enlightenment, anyone who truly wishes to can find in the message such clarity as will enable him or her always to act in accordance with the will of God, because the explanations given in the message are simple and seamlessly logical. Thus, in learning the truth about love and other basic universal principles, we also learn through detailed explanations how they all come about. We learn that everything that emanates from us, every act of our will, whether in the form of thought, spoken word, or visible action, good or evil, will always eventually return to us. When this knowledge finally penetrates us, all unwholesome, vengeful thoughts and actions, as well as the associated fears, hatred, and strife among us, will cease, in the knowledge that all such things will come back to us multiplied many times over and make us suffer greatly. We will then strive to let only pure, furthering thoughts for our neighbor arise within us. Through such efforts to spread love, we will then be able to understand those whom we refer to as enemies, and with this understanding would come forgiveness and true acceptance. This is why the Grail message warns in these words, and I quote, "What you do for your neighbor, you do in reality only for yourselves, solely for yourselves, since according to the eternal laws, everything returns to you without fail, good or evil." Unquote. We should therefore be mindful of our wishes for others, because in all circumstances, everything we give rise to in thought, word, or deed returns either to harm us or to uplift us, greatly multiplied, exactly in the likeness of what we sent out. Thank you for listening, and goodbye for now. Today's topic was, what we do for others, we do for ourselves.
For further information, please visit the website www.grellmessage.com. Email info@grellmovement-nigeria.org.
For further inquiries, please contact the Grill Center, Opobo Road, Ovom 1, Ogbo Hill, Aba. Telephone 0706 465 5665 or the Grill Center, Ipupe Ubakala, Umahia South, Umahia. Telephone 0706 591 0315.
Hey there! Do you know that Enyimba 94.3 FM can visit your locality to report news around you? Just dial 0814-993-0596 or better still, WhatsApp or send a text message to 0814-993-0596. Let us know what is going on in your locality. Just pick up the phone and dial the number. We will help you out. We're your go-to station. We are always here, ready to listen and ready to report. Just call us up and let us know. We are ready to go. 0814-993-0596. Thanks for tuning in to Enyimba 94.3 FM, your community source for support and assistance. Enyimba 94.3 FM, Aba, more than a radio.
Odogwa, Nam. How is business, Nam?
Fuel subsidies are affecting us, but we are pushing, That if I be careful with
Chief. By the way, have you heard that the government they are planning to borrow another 600 billion naira from China?
Where did you hear this one from?
Leave where I headed from. The most important thing one happy headed in the motor, banner motor.
See, you are part of the problems we are having in the society with this your fake and unverified news. In Noriana Radio, in Noriana TV,
my brother, I heard it from one of the neighbor Binaya Dempa Emeka. ọ sị na ọ gụrụ ya na ịntanet.
Bịa Ifeanyi, were nwayọ. But onye isi anyị, be mindful of where you get your own news from. Because ihe na-ekwukwa okwu ezigbo fake news. Not everything on the internet dịkwa true. Makachi, gee radio stations ndị dị credible. Hapụrụ ndị ashi fake news.
Chai, thank you very much for correcting me. From today onwards, m ga na-ege radio ka m mata nke bụ real and authentic stories.
Gwakwa ndị ya dị mpe Emeka, ọ dịkwa very very important.
Manne is very very important. M ga-agwa ha, chai, ndị eriela with fake news.
The internet is a powerful tool for sharing news and information around the world at any time. But unfortunately, it is not everything we come across online that is reliable. Despite the great benefit of internet, one of its biggest challenges in this day and age is the quick spread of fake news and misinformation over the social media. We must be conscious of the fact that we're in the internet age, and as long as the internet exists, the number of internet users will continue to increase. Say no to fake and unverifiable news. Listen to the news from credible sources only to help in combating the menace of fake news. This message is brought to you by Enyimba 94.3 FM. Abba, more than a radio.
Get ready. Stand up as we take you around the world of sports, as we bring you the victories, the administration, and the sense of contentment from the world of sports. We have football on the menu, boxing, Formula One, tennis, volleyball, basketball, golf, and all sports happening in Aba, Nigeria, and the world. Join us as we dissect the stories and bring you juicy exclusives and insight from your favorite clubs in Europe. It's kickoff. Weekdays, 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. on Enyimba 94.3 FM. Abba.